East Hartford, Connecticut, home to the UConn Huskies, where basketball has a championship pedigree, and there's plenty of enthusiasm for football as well. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the UConn Huskies. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. UConn will deliver the opening kickoff, and we'll get this game going. Coming out with it, it's Ash. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. So Georgia Tech's offense has the ball first today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Gets a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got it looking for a first. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. And the Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. So UConn's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines.
Breaks into the open. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one. They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. Leaves it with the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Huskies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Huskies lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Moses. Blasted as he lets it go. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Finds the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Now they'll run the draw. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. It's a draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the left. And he's still running after the move. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Once he got some room, it was over.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Very intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished up. Arizona escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win. But I think those Wildcats fans could have done without this one being so close. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The give to the back. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
You love to see this on offense early in drives. Getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Off the play fake. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Moses. Punts it out of the air. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest.
Oh, he's got some space. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it's hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Caught in the backfield. It's Abraham. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Gets rid of it. Tight end finds a soft spot. And they're able to make the tackle.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
UConn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. To the air, it's Moses. And the incomplete pass will wrap up the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Touchdown, UConn! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Maurice. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Interception! You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. To come away with the pick.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw. It's Moses. Fires to the middle. Connection to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
The Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
And the Huskies really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Crispin. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Well, they pick up the 1st down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
PAT unit on the field. And And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little.
Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got his man. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the right. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at him. If you do that, you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick 6. So really good job by the quarterback there using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Quarterback keeps it. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. And here comes the punt team. This will be a 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Buys a little time with his feet. Now looking to throw back to the middle. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's a frustrating play right there. Like, the protection was really, really good. Jesse, quarterback holds on to the football, has time, and then makes a critical mistake over the middle of the field.
And he's just staring his guy down for way too long. There was the defender that had a beat on him from the get-go, and he makes him pay. That's a mistake you don't expect to see that quarterback make.
Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down. Split backs here. Handoff from the gun. Nice move to keep running. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. He's got the tight end. Trying to rumble in. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
He'll do it himself. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for two, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UConn going back to work on offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Out of the backfield, he's open. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. UConn quick to the line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. The Huskies can really attack on this second and short. Looking for a man, it's Moses. Can't make the grab, quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Behind the chains now on second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got it in the middle, it's Crispin. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Crispin. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Right down the boulevard. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, a first half that saw a little bit of everything there in East Hartford. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
The Yellow Jackets will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The UConn offense goes back to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Moses. Makes the grab on the left. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Looking downfield on first down. Right on the money. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Gonna swing it on second down. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man.
The half and you're down. Like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And the offense has found a lot of success throwing to this guy out of the slot. He's done a nice job working the middle of the field, winning his one-on-one matchups, and this quarterback really feels a good rhythm when he's looking his way.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There was a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Here's a heat. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Working that left side now. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great play by the cornerback. In this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over him. Nice job.
Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Great job up front on this pass rush. Defense in a dime personnel group. They've got 6 DBs on the field. They're expecting pass, so they're going to have to win with 4 guys. And they're 4-1. They got the job done.
The Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. UConn going back to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Looking downfield, it's Moses. Floats it out in space. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. New set of downs after the completion. He'll keep it himself. Turning it on. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. That took no time at all. Couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The UConn offense goes back to work. They've just self-destructed too many times so far already with 3 interceptions in the game. To throw, it's Moses. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Give to the back. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. They'll run the screen.
Well, the offense on third down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north. But the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up fourth down.
Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense.
There he goes. He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're stubborn with this running game in the red zone. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The corners are walked up tight. Rides to back and leaves it. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Looking to throw. Skips away from pressure. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation. Drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier.
Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. UConn going back to work on offense. Firing to the right, complete.
You know, at this point of the game, guys, trailing the way they are late in the game, check down throws are not going to get it done. You've got to be more aggressive in the passing game, and you're going to have to just start taking shots.
Oh, he wants it all. Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Throws for the tight end. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down.
Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. And the Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Takes a hit as he fires. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is that
he'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll take another shot here. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a 1st down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. Looking to throw, it's Moses. Rushes on him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Gonna look downfield again. Release to the back. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
Well, you wonder that time if the QB was just forcing that one over to his running back. He's already made some catches in this game. The defense is aware of that, though, and that time they had outstanding coverage. There was no way that was going to be complete.
Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the first down. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate